welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about my Man Booker Prize winners TBR. Basically those novels that have won the Man Booker Prize in the previous years, and they are in my TBR list. So if you do not know what the Man Booker Prize is, which is highly unlikely, the Man Booker Prize is a very prestigious literary award based in the United Kingdom, and it is awarded on a yearly basis to a novel written in English. There are cases where, or years where, you can have two winners, that is two novels win the prize as a joint Man Booker Prize, but generally it's just one novel. At the same time, till 2013 or 14, the eligibility criteria for the novel was that the author should be from a Commonwealth country, Zimbabwe or Ireland. But now that's not the case. It is applicable to every author spread across the world, provided they write their novel in English. So that's good. Let me list the three books that I have read already before, which have won the Man Booker Prize. The first book is Life of Pi by Jan Martel. This won the prize in 2002. This book is about Pi, who finds himself in the middle of a shipwreck, and it's his survivalist nature that gets him through that whole situation. I ended up giving Life of Pi 5 stars because of its unique plot, beautiful writing, and this is, I think, a much deserved win. The next book I wanted to mention was Aravind Adiga's The White Tiger, which won the prize in 2008. This is Aravind Adiga's debut novel, and very few debut novels have actually won the Booker Prize, so this is a very impressive feat. The book is about Balram Halwai, who is from rural India, and he starts off as a servant. It's his journey through the socio-economic pyramid, and finally one day he finds himself at the top of the pyramid. So it's his whole journey. It is about the nitty-gritty negative side of India, because I'm an Indian, and it's a nice read, but not everything is true and not everything is non-factual. I mean, this book has a lot of mixed reactions. It is good, worth the read. I did rate this 4 stars on Goodreads when I read this in 2016. The next book is The Sense of an Ending by Julian Barnes. This book won the prize in 2011, and it is a pretty short book, by the way, but the story is pretty gripping. It is regarding this middle-aged man, Tony, who is narrating the events of his childhood. I do need to reread this book to get a grip on the story again, but the ending is, I think, the most confusing and controversial part of the book. So do read it for yourself to understand whether you would like it or not. When I read this back in 2016 or 17, I gave this book 3 stars because I didn't like it much, but I think you guys will like it. It's actually a very controversial read. Let's start with the books that are in my TBR and those that have won the Man Booker Prize in the last few years. The first 2 books that I want to talk about are those by Hilary Mantel. Wolf Hall, which won the prize in 2009, and Bring Up the Bodies, that won the prize in 2012. So both of these books are a part of the same series. They are books regarding Henry VIII, and it is set in 1520s England, so it is a form of literary historical fiction. I am looking forward to read this book because I've heard so much about it, and it's a long time due, so I will be picking both the books up this year itself. The next book is Inheritance of Loss by Kiran Desai, which won the prize in 2006. So this book is about a girl named Sai who is orphaned, and then she goes to live with her grandfather, who's a judge and has a house on the foothills of the Himalayas, and it's her story as such. It seems like a very interesting concept to me because it's set in the Himalayas, so I'm just wondering what more can I discover with this literary novel. The next book is the one that won recently, that is in 2017. It is Lincoln in the Bardo by George Saunders. It is regarding Lincoln and his family, set in the background of the Civil War in 1862. It's actually a critically acclaimed book because it is called historical experimental writing. I'm really not sure what that is, and I can't wait to read this one. The next book is A Brief History of Seven Killings, which won the prize in 2015. This is written by Marlon James, and actually I have the physical copy of the book which I bought a long time back but have not got a chance to read it yet. This will be read in June or July. I'm not sure when this video will come up in the first place. So let's see. I think I'll start this soon. Meanwhile, this book is about the aftermath post the attempted assassination of Bob Marley and the drug business and the drug wars that followed. So I'm very interested to know about it because this is set in Jamaica and New York somehow, and yeah, cannot wait. So the next two books are those which won the joint Man Booker Prize in 2019, both of them female authors. The first one is The Testaments by Margaret Atwood, which is the sequel to The Handmaid's Tale. You will see The Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, it's here. I knew it was there. So these are all my red books, so normally I keep them stacked up like this. So yeah, this is the sequel. I cannot wait to read it. The next book is Girl, Woman and Other by Bernardine Evaristo, and it is regarding stories of Black British women and their struggles, and yeah, looking forward to this one too. The next book in my TBR is Sacred Hunger by Barry Unsworth. This was the book that won the prize in 1992. It is specially about slave trade and how England got other colonies to trade slaves also. It's a very interesting story because I am really fascinated with slavery as a historical event, and it was a very cruel and obnoxious thing that happened to many innocent Africans. I have also read many books regarding the slave trade in the past, and till this day I still do not understand how did it come about and how could a group of people actually go ahead and do this to another group of people, although they were Homo sapiens. So yes, I'm always up for a slavery based book or a book regarding the atrocious crime that was done in the name of slave trade. So the next book is The Remains of the Day by Kazuo Ishiguro, who's actually a British author, interestingly. This book is regarding a butler who basically takes a break from his job and goes on this 6-day trip. And during the 6-day trip, it said that he discovers a lot of stuff regarding both the world wars, regarding fascism. I mean, I don't know why, but it's weird because the book is set in England. It also discusses many things regarding love and I think lost love. I'm not sure about that. It is an interesting book, and I'm very intrigued by the description because it's a general, normal, common person like a butler who's discovering all of this stuff. So yeah, this has piqued my interest. And yes, by the way, this won the Booker Prize in 1989. So the last book in this list is Salman Rushdie's Midnight's Children, which is a very famous book. It won the prize in 1981. It is regarding Salim Sinai, who was born in the midnight of India's independence, and he has some superpowers, and it is his story. Apparently there were 1001 children who were born in this book during that hour, and yeah, I mean, all of them have these superpowers. So let's see how this goes. I'm very interested in the concept already. So yes, that's it for my TBR. Of course, this is not an exhaustive list because people have been winning the Man Booker Prize since 1968, and it's a long list. But I guess this is a good list to start with because I have only read 3 books and I want to read all of these books hopefully soon so that I can navigate through other books that have won the prize also. So yeah. I think that's it. That's all, folks. That's all.